What's going on, guys? Sherlock31 here, bringing you guys a 5th gen UU match against somebody by the name of Fast900 off the Smogon Smogon Battle Finder. So, as you see, pretty standard team. This is back when I believe Donovan was UU. I mean, he's OU now, but so yeah, I'm just gonna start off my Hihiduruma, knowing that I can pretty much hit this guy with any attack I want with my Hihiduruma, just because half of his team is pretty weak to my what is this? Darmanitan, there we go. I was trying to think of his English name. But half his team is really, really weak to this guy because he does carry the Flare Blitz, Superpower, Rock Slide, and U-Turn. So I can pretty much hit whatever poke I want with a super effective move. The only poke that I'm pretty scared about was probably his Crobat, since he might be able to outspeed based on what EV spreads are and everything. So I'm going to switch out now that I'm locked into Superpower, and predicting him to switch out as well. I'm going to go into my Donovan. I predict the Will-O-Wisp, but I actually switch back. So I switch back out, going to my Darmanitan. He goes for the Ice Punch. I really wasn't sure. I don't see that too often on Muse. Maybe that's because I don't battle Muse too often. But I'm gonna go for the Flare Blitz. It's Stab, and I'm Scarfed, so I'm pretty sure I can outspeed. Oh, does a shit ton of damage. I mean, even you can notice, almost kills. And he actually goes for the Roost, luckily enough, so I don't lose my Darmanitan at this point. I'm just going to go for another Flare Blitz just to finish off his Mew, knowing that he cannot survive another Flare Blitz and get off another Roost. So there's really no point of switching out at this point, especially since I am poisoned. I might as well just get as much attack off as I can with this guy. And there we go. There goes my Darmanitan. And so now seeing that I can just send out my Donphan now, I'm just going to send him out. Hopefully get Stealth Rocks up, and knowing that he probably can't touch me too well. And I do get those up. He does miss the Super Fang, however. I don't think it mattered too much. I go for the Ice Shard just to see how much it's going to do. I'm pretty sure it's going to do a good chunk, but it actually only does about a fourth. So kind of sucks that it didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. But, oh well, you know, gotta go on with the match. So, now that I'm seeing that it's really not going to do too much, I'm just going to go for it again, hoping that he goes for the Super Fang again, because, I mean, it's only going to be doing half and half and half. But he actually goes for the Giga Drain. I wasn't expecting this. I don't really see Giga Drain on, I don't really see mixed Crobats either, but I don't see Giga Drain on Crobat too much. So, he pretty much just gained pretty much most of all the attack. I just landed on him with the Ice Shard, so there's no point of me staying in. So I'm going to switch out, go into my Rose, knowing that if he does hit me with a Giga Drain, it's really not going to do enough damage. Jesus, I can't talk for shit. But I was hoping I would be able to outspeed. I am timid, but or I was hoping he would, you know, switch out. But either way, he does go for the Brave Bird, so I am able to get some good damage on this Crobat. So hopefully I can go into my Donphan and hopefully Ice Shard to KO. But that's not the point, because it doesn't do enough damage for him to obviously be in that Ice Shard range. So I'm just going to go for the Ice Shard now and do as much damage as possible, and hopefully hit him with a actually, hopefully outspeed him with something. I mean, I could go into my Deoxys and go for the Seismic Toss, because I'm judging by his HP, he doesn't have more than 100 HP left. I'm not sure how much HP he would have, and I'm not sure how much HP he's running on this Crobat, but judging on that, I'm just going to go for the Seismic Toss, knowing that he does have the Super Fang. But actually, I wanted to go for Spikes first, just to get some Spikes laid down, because I do have Rocks, and I do have, now if I light Spikes up, I can pretty much hit this guy with a shit ton of damage every time he has to switch in. And my my Little does have the Dragon Tail, so if I can just Dragon Tail some of his pokes, I can get a lot of damage in on Stealth Rock, Spikes, all that kind of stuff. So now that I got that set up, I know he's gonna keep hitting me with Brave Bird just to do as much damage as possible. But as you can see, it's not gonna KO even with the last attack. I'm just gonna Seismic Toss now just to end his Crobat and hopefully get him to force bring in something. I don't know, maybe weak to the Axis, maybe hit for him to overpredict. He's going to bring in his Togekiss. I'm really not too scared of this thing. I wasn't sure what to expect either. And he actually goes for Metronome. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? So, now that I see the Metronome, I'm really not sure what to expect at this point. But luckily enough, I did go for the Toxic, just in case he did miss with Air Slash, or he went for the Nasty Plot. I wasn't sure what he wanted to do, but at this point, I can pretty much just go for Recover now and hopefully get most of my HP back. So he goes for the Metronome again, he gets Pursuit, but I still don't understand why he's going for Pursuit. I mean, I don't understand why he's going for Metronome, unless he's just trying to make this match interesting. I don't see the point of going for it. Now, I wonder what else his moveset is. I'm guessing he does carry the Air Slash, but at this point, I don't see why he wouldn't just go for the Air Slash instead of the Metronome. He does get Water Spout at that point, but at this point, his health is too low for it to do that much damage. And because of Toxic, he is winding down at his chance to hit me with something that can do any damage to me. I do get some spikes up, however, and now he reveals he has the Air Slash. Now, if he would have just done that the first time, he probably would have KO'd me. But he did it, so now that I took that out, I'm going to get my last layer of spikes up. So whatever he wants to bring in is going to take a shit ton of damage due to Stealth Rocks and the 3 layers of spikes I have up. He does bring in his Porygon 2, I believe that thing's called. Porygon 2? Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on either right now. I wore my contacts. My eyes are pretty aggravated, so I took my contacts out. But so I go for the Toxic. It misses, of course, and he goes for the Thunderbolt. Doesn't KO, luckily. So gives me another chance to lay a Toxic on him and hopefully get some kind of damage on this guy. If he does live, oh, and he has a Lumberry. That's right. What a fucking douchebag. No offense. I just get mad when I play games. I mean, no offense to the guy I'm battling. I don't mean it. So I'm gonna bring in my Zapdos, knowing that I can probably outspeed him. I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt, knowing that it's gonna do as much damage as possible. If I have any chance of KO, it's gonna be with Thunderbolt. Goes for the cover, which is pretty annoying because now I have to bring him all the way back down to that HP. But on the plus side, another Thunderbolt should KO him at that range. I'm pretty sure it did enough last time that it would KO if it wasn't for that little smigget of HP he had left. So he's going to bring in Heracross. I'm not sure if this thing is Scarfed or whatever this thing is. And judging by its sets it has in Smogon and other sets I've seen, these things can pretty much wreck shop on whatever it wants to do. It actually goes for Reversal. I'm still not even sure what the hell Reversal does. And I'm really not, I don't really care too often just because, it didn't really do too much when I loaded. So at this point, I'm just going to go for the Surf, hopefully to actually go for the Dragon Tail. Alright, let's actually go for the Dragon Tail to knock off his sub, but it didn't kill his sub, so that kind of sucks. So now that I'm going to go for the Surf, I see he actually goes for the Focus Punch. So right now in my head I'm thinking, alright, I hope my loader can at least take 1. And if I can, then I can just get off a Surf next turn if he decides to set up a sub. So I do survive the Focus Punch, and I'm not sure why he went for another sub. He should have just went for Mega Horn or whatever else he wanted to do. But the Surfers is enough to break his sub, and there's no point for me to switch out or go for the Dragon Tail because it's already at low enough HP that if I go for the Surf, it will KO. And seeing that he doesn't have life leftovers, I really don't have to worry about him gaining HP. So I'm going to go for the Surf, finish off his Heracross. And at this point, it's pretty much a good game because I do still have my Zapdos, and I believe I have one more poke besides my Lodic. I'm not sure what other poke I have. I want to say I don't even have. Wait, maybe I do only have a bull up. Oh well, I don't really care. But it's gonna be a good game because his Registeel won't be able to take a Surf from my Lodic at that point of health. So good game, Fast900 guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Sorry I didn't post Monday, but I had a lot of stuff to do. So peace.